name is Miss Kim from the Smithtown Library, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make beautiful tissue paper flowers just like the ones you see here, right from home with your school-age child. Now all you need to make these flowers are just a few simple materials. You're going to need a scissor to cut your tissue paper. You're going to need 4 different color pieces of tissue paper cut into squares. Each square should be about 9 to 12 inches in length. If they vary slightly in length, that's okay. You'll still be able to make your flower, and you want to make sure that they're different colors, bright and vibrant, so that your flower really looks great. And you're going to need a pipe cleaner. If you have a green pipe cleaner at home, that's great because then it really looks like the stem of a flower. If not, that's okay too, because just like mine, you can pick a fun color that'll look fantastic when your flower is finished. And let's get started. Okay, so first what you're going to do is once you have your 4 pieces of tissue paper cut, you're going to stack them on top of each other just like this, in whichever order you would like them. And then this part is a little tricky. So if you want your child to help you pick the colors, any colors that they want to use, and stack the tissue paper, but then this part you may want to do together, especially if you're working with a younger child. So you're actually going to fold the tissue paper accordion style. So just like I'm doing like this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, some of my pieces of tissue paper are slightly bigger than the other pieces. That's totally fine. Just want to make sure that you fold it nice and neat. And then you're all set. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just make sure that everything is straight and not creased. You're going to pinch it in the middle like this, and you're going to make sure the side where the tissue paper is more open, if that makes sense, is facing upward. You're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to wrap it around the middle of your tissue paper that you just folded, just like this, and that's going to be the stem of your flower. You're going to wrap it and you're going to twist it until it looks like this. Okay, for this next part, what you're going to do is you're going to cut the petals of your flower. So what I mean by that is when you open it up, just like these 2 samples that I made, your petals are either going to have this kind of pointy edges and be shaped like this, or you can make them have rounder edges and look like this one right here. So it's totally up to you, whatever you prefer. Both of them look really nice, or if you want to make a few of them, you can try both styles. So for today, I cut mine as rounded edges, and I'll show you how I did that. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your scissor, and again, if you're working with a younger child, you definitely want to do this together and definitely give them some help because it is a little trickier. You're going to cut just like this, round it out, so that you get that round shape of the petals right on the edges here on each side. And you can touch it up a little bit, make sure that all the pieces are even, and cut the same shape. Like that. And then you are ready to open up the petals of your flower. So then what you're going to do is you're going to actually open up your flower like this. Just be careful you don't rip the paper. To get ready for our next step. So for this last part, you're going to open up the petals of your flower and fluff them out to get that really nice tissue paper flower shape, and then you'll have your flower completed. So for this part, you have to be very patient and peel each layer out and fluff it up one at a time, very slowly so you don't rip the tissue paper. So this is something that a child and their grown-up can do together. You can each try to do a layer, but you just have to be really careful, just like this. Just do it nice and slow. And if you want to, you can always make your flower have more layers and add more pieces of tissue paper. I think that 4 looks nice, but if you want it to be a little bit fluffier, if you don't mind taking the time to peel up more of the layers like this, that definitely works too. All right, and then you are all set. Just give it a little fluff it up over here. Then you have your beautiful flower. And just like I did with these, if you have a nice vase at home or a mason jar, you can put it in there and it looks really pretty as a centerpiece. You can give it as a gift to somebody, or even pair this activity if you find some fun books on our website from Libby or Hoopla using your library card. That's www.smithlib.org. There's a lot of fun springtime read aloud picture books on there. You can read some stories and then make some tissue paper flowers. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. We can't wait to see you in our building soon. But until then, stay well and continue to visit the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources. Bye!